All right, what up, YouTube? This is No Cap, No Filter. I'm your host, Marley G, back at y'all another episode of Running With You. And tonight we got to run about this food stamp debacle, man. Like, a lot of people are going crazy. A lot of people are panicking. Some people embracing this type of drama and this type of madness. A lot of people live for this type of shit. They just want to go out there and have a reason to go act a fool and go cut up because that's the sorry to say, but that's what people wake up and live for sometimes, because they don't really have much going on in their lives. And I see a lot of people online just crashing out about the whole thing. So basically, the government are just shutting down food stamps for the month of November. A lot of people are upset, especially with the government sending out a lot of money to, other places outside of America funding them, but the taxpayers, our dollars, ain't being used for us to help us. Like how you going, worry about somebody else's backyard when your backyard dirty. Um, and I understand a lot of people's outrage, and it's a lot of people out there that actually are on government assistance, SNAP benefits, because they actually need it. It actually aids them. There's a lot of people who are in unfortunate circumstances, but it's gonna always be people who taking advantage of the system. It's people who's been living under the government for generations, just passed down the generations of family traditions, just embracing laziness, dependent on the government, you know uh getting a man up out the house to receive this type of government, just things of that nature. A lot of this stuff, you know, a lot of people feel like it is in place and set up to break apart the family household, the nuclear family. A lot of people feel like it's a planned agenda, because it's going to affect a certain group more than another certain group. But contrary to popular belief, a lot of whites are on food stamps. It's more whites on it than black people. But you could kind of say, well, it'll probably be that way because they make a more of a percentage in America, period. So, it's a lot of statistics out there, but you got to have the context behind these statistics and the reason why. Um, a lot of women are saying, yeah, come November, I'm gonna go swipe my card. As soon as it don't work, I'm taking everything up out of there. And if you touch me, this and this gonna happen. I want you to do this and this and this, and that ain't gonna do nothing but further the stereotype. That's not gonna solve anything. I feel like it's a lot of people out here who dependent on things that you shouldn't depend on. A lot of these women are feeling like it's the taxpayer's job to take care of their kids and feed their kids. A lot of women, you know, feel like have this entitlement that says, okay, well, if the SNAP is not going to do it, well, I'm gonna just go ahead on and take matters in my own hand and get the looting. I'm gonna get TVs. I'm gonna do this and do that. That's not even dealing with food, first of all. But a lot of people taking advantage of the system. It's been passed down for generations, and it breeds laziness. It breeds um, wanting a handout, and a lot of people are upset about this type of mentality. Now, me personally, I think when it comes to feeding your family, when times get hard and times get real, like if we was to really get on some apocalyptic, facing martial law and all this type of stuff going on, then you're gonna have to get down and do what you gotta do. But I really suggest to all people, especially people out there who just trying to mind their business, make it through the day, go stack up on your food right now. You don't want to be dealing with getting groceries and stuff in November. It's bad enough it's gonna be the holidays. It's about to get cold. The wolves is gonna be outside, best to believe. Because one thing about it, when you gonna have to make certain people come up out their pocket more on spending during the holidays, people gonna be forced to take. And that's just the bottom line when it comes to being in certain environments. Um, I just hate that certain groups gonna make it bad for other people because a lot of people are making it bad for a whole representation of the black community as a whole, because it's going to be a lot of the black people going up in there and going acting a fool. You're going to see a whole bunch of clips come out where it's going to be a whole bunch of, you know, single mothers going up in these stores, probably with their kids, and just grabbing everything and leaving up out the stores, and just it's just gonna be a trifling look. And I'm more than sure a lot of these people are capable of making ends meet to get some food in their house for their kids. A lot of these women going 4 or 5 days without feeding their kids, separating little happy meals and stuff, divide them for their kids. 4 or 5 kids. And I always been a believer in, if you can't afford to take care of your damn self, you shouldn't be able to be having no kids. People make mistakes, you know, one, maybe two mistakes, cool, but 4 or 5 mistakes, especially with multiple different men, at that point, you got to take some accountability of the choices you make. And a lot of people are doing this stuff for to receive more benefits, for to receive more income tax. You know, it's sad, but these are the ways a lot of these people survive. And when it comes to surviving, you could have the money to feed your kids. It's not uh hard to get a job these days, you know, to make money these days on your phone at least. They have working from home. People been doing that since 2020. DoorDash, Uber, even OnlyFans. You can make money selling your feed pictures. Now you might not make, you know, a lot of the money in the top percentage what a lot of these people are making, because best believe that's not easy as it sounds and looks, you know. But at the end of the day, is ways to make money on your phone. You know, it's people out here who really got the disabilities and they still making it do what it do. They still getting in that kitchen and cooking, making stuff last, meal prepping. And when you do go to get these grocery shoppings, get a lot of canned goods, get a lot of stuff that's going to last, get a lot of food that's going to stretch 4 or 5 days. I don't care if you got to go get hot dogs. This ain't going to be the time to just be trying to eat healthy. You got to get ready to thug it out. You know, we about to get in some real tough times coming up. This really be the time where you need to learn how to do some agriculture and go out there and farm your own food. Go out there, grow your own veggies and fruits. Potatoes, you know, that's a good life quality to pass down to your kids instead of passing down generations of, you know, being on government assistance. That's the type of stuff you need to pass down. It's really going to be interesting to see the propaganda that's going to be spread. It's really going to be interesting to see what transpire out this, because it's not just going to be black people that's going to be affected. It's going to be everyone that's going to be affected. You know, but like I said, it's going to be mainly us, going to be the ones cutting up, and it's going to be the ones just doing the most when it comes to the come down. Like when it comes to when things get real, best believe we're going to be the ones who are going to be the most exploited. We're going to be the ones who are going to be the most clip viral worthy, you know. And all I know is, man, just be safe out there, because a lot of people, it ain't gonna just be going in the stores and looting. A lot of people are gonna be talking to other people. Like I say, man, it's about to be the holidays. Christmas is coming around. You got Thanksgiving coming around. This got to be by design. Like you think you think this was just, you know, a coincidence? Now, for all my conspiracy people there, for all my conspiracy theorists out there or truth seekers out there, you know, go ahead on and feel free to put down in the comment section below what you believe is the real agenda. But, you know, there's a lot of people who are going to be going up there looking for drama, looking for, you know, taking advantage of the situation, going to do the most, you know, probably going to be trying to get electronics, get clothes, get all this and all that. And It's just gonna be a lot of people looking at us like we trifling. It's gonna be a lot of people looking at us like we ignorant. It's gonna be a lot of people looking at us saying, "Oh, perpetuating the stereotype right there." And that's what make it bad for everyone else. But I want to know y'all thoughts down below. Let me know down in the comment section. If you got anything that you would like to see me respond to as far as, reaction video, go ahead on and send me an email, nocapnofilter7@gmail.com. If you got anything that you would like to see me speak on and you just want to write it to me, go ahead on and email me, nocapnofilter7@gmail.com. Until then, I'm out.